Imagine bringing home a vibrant new plant, full of life and promise. You carefully place it on your windowsill, picturing its lush growth in the months to come. But weeks later, the leaves begin to droop, their vibrant green fading to a sickly yellow. What went wrong? Often the culprit is a silent killer transplant shock. Repotting. It's a topic that sparks debate among even the most seasoned gardeners. Should you repot a new plant immediately after purchase, or is it better to wait? Understanding the answer to this question is crucial for the health and happiness of your leafy companions. This seemingly simple decision can be the difference between a thriving plant and a wilting disappointment. It's easy to see why we're tempted to repot new plants. Those plastic nursery pots, while practical, lack a certain aesthetic appeal. A beautiful ceramic pot, chosen specifically to complement your plant's foliage, can instantly elevate the look of your home. We envision our new plant thriving in its new, roomier home, its roots stretching out into fresh, nutrient-rich soil. However, what we often fail to realize is that repotting, while well-intentioned, can be a traumatic experience for a plant. Imagine being plucked from the only home you've ever known, your roots disturbed and thrust into an entirely new environment. That's what it's like for a plant to be repotted. This sudden change can cause transplant shock, a condition that weakens the plant and makes it more susceptible to pests and diseases. Just like us, plants need the right environment to thrive. So when is the right time to repot? It's a question every plant parent asks at some point. The answer is simple: when the plant tells you it's ready. Plants communicate their needs through various signs, and it's up to us to pay attention. Look for signs of being root-bound, such as roots circling the bottom of the pot. This is a clear indication that the plant has no more room to grow, or even growing out of the drainage holes. When roots start escaping the pot, it's a cry for more space. Another indication is when the plant seems to dry out very quickly, despite regular watering. This happens because the roots have taken up all the available space, leaving little room for soil to retain moisture, requiring more frequent watering than usual. If you find yourself constantly reaching for the watering can, it might be time to consider a bigger pot. These are clear signals that your plant has outgrown its current home. Overgrown roots can stress the plant, leading to stunted growth and poor health, and is ready for a more spacious abode. Repotting not only gives the roots more room to grow, but also refreshes the soil, providing new nutrients for the plant. So listen to your plant and give it the home it deserves. Repotting your plants can seem like a daunting task, but with the right approach, it can be a rewarding and stress-free experience. When the time is right, repotting doesn't have to be a stressful event. In fact, it can be a therapeutic process that benefits both you and your plant. The key is to know when and how to do it properly. Here's a simple guide to ensure a smooth transition for your plant, from choosing the right pot to the final watering. Follow these steps and your plant will thrive in its new home. First, choose the right pot. The size and type of pot you select can make a big difference in the health of your plant. Select a pot that's only slightly larger than the current one, no more than an inch or two wider in diameter. This ensures that the plant has enough room to grow without being overwhelmed by too much soil. Next, prepare the new pot. This step is crucial for creating a healthy environment for your plant's roots. Add a layer of drainage material at the bottom, such as pebbles or gravel, followed by a layer of fresh, well-draining potting mix. This helps prevent water from pooling at the bottom, which can lead to root rot. Then, gently remove the plant. This step requires patience and care to avoid damaging the roots. Carefully loosen the soil around the edges of the old pot and gently lift the plant, supporting the base of the stem. If the plant is stuck, you can tap the sides of the pot to help release it. After that, loosen the roots. This encourages the plant to spread its roots in the new pot. If the roots are circling tightly, gently loosen them with your fingers. Be careful not to break them. Now position the plant in its new pot. Place the plant in the new pot, ensuring the top of the root ball is level with the rim of the pot. Fill with soil, making sure to leave some space at the top for watering. Fill the remaining space with potting mix, gently firming it around the roots. This helps the plant settle into its new environment and provide stability. Finally, water thoroughly. Give the plant a good watering, allowing excess water to drain out. This helps to settle the soil and ensures that the roots have access to moisture. Remember, the first watering is crucial for helping the plant adjust to its new pot. With these steps, your plant is now ready to thrive in its new home. Repotting not only gives your plant more room to grow, but also refreshes the soil, providing new nutrients. Happy gardening! Repotting is a crucial task for the health and growth of your plants, but it can be tricky if you're not careful. Even with the best intentions, it's easy to make mistakes when repotting. These mistakes can hinder your plant's growth or even cause it to die. Here are a few common pitfalls to avoid. Overpotting. Using a pot that's too large can lead to overwatering and root rot. When the pot is too big, the soil retains too much moisture, which can suffocate the roots and cause them to rot. Always choose a pot that is just one size larger than the current one, disturbing the roots. Too much. Be gentle when handling the roots, as excessive damage can stress the plant. When you repot, try to keep the root ball intact as much as possible. If you need to untangle the roots, do it carefully to avoid breaking them. Using the wrong soil. Choose a potting mix that's appropriate for your plant's specific needs. Different plants require different types of soil. For example, succulents need well-draining soil, while ferns prefer soil that retains moisture. Using the wrong soil can lead to poor growth and health issues. Forgetting to water. Newly repotted plants need consistent moisture to establish themselves. After repotting, water the plant thoroughly and keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. This helps the plant to settle into its new pot and encourages root growth. Remember, the first few weeks are critical for the plant's recovery and growth. While it's generally best to wait before repotting, there are a few exceptions to the rule: pest infestation. If you notice pests in the soil, immediate repotting with fresh soil is crucial. Root rot. Soggy soil and a foul odor are signs of root rot, requiring immediate action to save the plant. Damaged pot. A cracked or broken pot necessitates repotting to provide a safe and stable environment. Once repotted, your plant needs time to adjust to its new home. Place it in a location with bright indirect light and avoid direct sunlight, which can scorch the leaves. Monitor the moisture level of the soil and water only when the top inch feels dry to the touch. With a little TLC, your plant will soon bounce back and reward you with healthy growth. Remember, when it comes to repotting, patience is key. By resisting the urge to repot immediately and waiting for the right time, you'll give your plant the best chance of thriving in its new home. After all, a happy plant is a beautiful plant.